I'm Danny.
And I'm Althea.
And we are
DNA Live, baby. What's up, everybody?
Go ahead. I know you got a crazy announcements today.
Not crazy, but I just wanted everybody to keep updated on DNA Live. Because as you know, we broadcast on other radio stations around the world. So I thought I would share a couple with you. So let's roll it, baby. Okay. We got what is it? Hong Kong.
Oh, wait, hold up.
Okay, there we go. Hong Kong.
We're in Hong Kong.
We're in Hong Kong now. We're in
Egypt.
Hello, keep it going. The
Bahamas.
Go ahead.
Dubai, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
love those buildings. Those buildings are so nice.
Click down. Go down. Hold up.
Toronto too.
Go
Don't
down.
forget
Wait. Hold up. Go down. That's
down.
the one right there. So now we in Toronto's live in DNA on AM 1280. Remember that every single show that we are live 8 to 9 inside Toronto, Canada, ladies and gentlemen. So this show is brought to you by Canada.
So anyway, also we wanted to provide everybody this arsenal of listing of all the stations that we have so far. And there you go.
We have more though.
I know. It's just
ladies and gentlemen, that you can see right now, the Blaze, WD, Atlanta, LA, Indiana, Chicago.
Oh my gosh.
That's only one day.
Yeah. But you got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah, there we go. We're all over the place. And
let's get one more. And the international list, ladies and gentlemen, but I got to add more stations on there because she forgot Australia. She forgot a couple of stations and stuff like that in Germany. You've got Germany, Australia, New Zealand, and you forgot. Go ahead.
I can't keep up with everything that you put on. Okay.
Well, those are the most important ones. And Italy, where's Italy at? I didn't see no Italy in there. You know how many of my people are going to be angry in Italy?
Okay, so I got to put Australia, Italy, Germany, and what else?
Australia, Germany, Italy.
Okay, whatever. Anyway.
You forgot Toronto, too.
We'll figure it out after the show. Okay. How about that? But,
too much.
Yeah, just letting you guys know. I mean, we're continuing to expand. And we're really receiving such
love internationally.
Yeah, it's really so it's so heartwarming that all the stations that have, watched our show and have wanted us to, be on the network. Big shout out
to Gold Rush. Big shout out to XL UK.
Mm-hmm.
Big shout out to a lot of stations that we're previously on, like Love Music inside Germany. Big love to them, man. Always doing UNL, man. Much love with us, man. And I just definitely appreciate everybody in Turkey too. You've got Turkey on there.
Okay, that's what Vinny. Don't help him out here, please.
There's just a lot. Listen, let's just say that it's a global brand.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have stations from California to Australia, ladies.
Right.
Well, actually, is New Zealand farther than Australia?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
New Zealand.
Okay. So anyway, I'm going to have to provide you guys a new list.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put it on our social media.
Mm-hmm.
But in the meantime, also, you were on the cruise yesterday with DJ Hot Rod.
Yeah. Do you guys have any clips of that?
No, we don't have any clips of that.
I thought I sent some clips. Okay.
But you guys are really, rocking that boat. I mean, you guys really have so much fun on that boat.
Big shout out to all the artists on there, man. Everybody that was there. We do a cruise every Fridays.
Every Friday and Saturdays, right?
No, just Fridays.
Just Fridays.
Yeah.
Okay.
Saturdays I need a break.
Oh, okay.
So we do a cruise every Friday. It leaves. Boarding time is 10. It leaves at 11. It comes back at 2.
Yeah. I like those kind of little cruises where you can see the skyline and everything.
Yeah, Statue of Liberty too.
Yeah.
So we go by the Statue of Liberty. We do a freestyle. Drop the mic. It's called Mrs. Liberty. Mic drop. True story. Mrs. Liberty mic drop. Yeah.
But you guys have so much fun with that, and I can't do boats.
All the artists is going crazy, having a good time. It's funny because all the artists look at that like, man, we're really on a cruise and really chilling right now. So big shout out to all the artists,
Yeah, if anything, I'm going to try to do it myself because I'm not, like I just said, I'm not good on boats. But
you always forget, man, the DNA app. Right now, everybody's live on the DNA app. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying.
Shout out the DNA app.
DNA digital media. If you go to your iPhone or your Android and you go to your Play Store, you can actually download the DNA Digital Media app. Don't worry about it, okay?
Or if you want to hear us, we're on iHeart right now too, as well as go ahead.
No, go ahead.
As well as Apple TV, Roku, and Fire.
There you go.
TV. Well, Amazon.
Shall we go on now?
Yeah.
Okay. So, our guest for tonight is a very special gentleman, and I can't wait for you to meet him. So when we come back from commercial break, you will meet the enchanting Doug White of dBu All-Star Band. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen.
Eres bella, tus ojitos me iluminan, aunque no quiera, me tiene loco en la cabeza. Guardo tus fotos, no las he borrado, y tus besitos no los he olvidado. Eres bella, I think about you all the time, but it's been 2 years now since I last saw you, y no saliste.
Welcome to Paradise Content Creation Studios, where your creativity finds its perfect home. Imagine a space where innovation meets inspiration at every corner. Our state-of-the-art facilities are designed to transform your ideas into extraordinary realities. Whether you're crafting cinematic masterpieces or viral content, we have it all covered. Join a community of creators who dare to dream and push the boundaries of possibility. With cutting-edge technology and a passionate team, your projects are destined for greatness. Step into a realm where every detail is meticulously crafted for your success. At Paradise Content Creation Studios, unleash the power of your imagination and watch it soar.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so let me introduce to you our guest. He is a star in my eyes already. So please welcome Doug White of dBu All-Star.
Oh, hey, everybody.
Hey, Doug, how are you, my brother?
Oh, I'm doing great. Wonderful day.
Good. Welcome to the show, obviously. But I want to start off because you're very interesting, because I read a little bit of the bio and stuff, but there are so many facets to dBu All-Star Band.
Absolutely.
But tell us, right, because I read a lot about it. But tell us, first of all, the dBu.
Of course, yeah. So dBu is the studio here in Valley Center. Dusk Bennett is the owner, producer, engineer, and we met up about 4 years ago. And so we started recording songs. We've recorded over 50 songs in 4 years. We started working with my son, Spencer. And from that, we formed the All-Star Band.
Right.
With Dusk as the producer. And then we have James Reinhardt at drums. And then let's see who else. Well, that is the dBu All-Star Band, me and James and Dusk.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then you added a couple of other people too.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So now we have a fantastic keys player, Mario Cosi. He does the Hammond, piano, whatever. We've introduced Dave Paskowitz, who's a singer, surfer. He's a famous surfer. Chris Hwan is another surfer, bass player, fabulous musician. And then we have about 5 different singers also as well that are all, high-end singers. So we've got a great team.
You got like a beautiful ensemble, which is really cool, because they got they got every facet, of the music, and how did you find all these people?
Well, we're in San Diego, North County, San Diego, and we have a tremendous music scene. And Dust opened up this studio. He moved down from LA, and you put a sign on and people show up. So
that's so cool.
I've known Mario a long time. Chris, I've known for a while. So yeah, I mean, you musicians, we all kind of hang together. You know how that goes.
Right. Yeah. You know why? Because the one interesting part of it was the producer, Dusk, because I was reading also a lot about him, because when I checked out the website for the dBu Ranch.
Right. dBu Ranch Recorders. Yes.
That is beyond beautiful. I
so
mean,
it is a beautiful place. Valley Center is a very special place in North San Diego County. But Dusk's focus is on more of the retro equipment. So he has a Neve board and a friggin' wall of stuff that I don't even begin to understand how to use. But it's just fascinating watching Dusk work, because he's just he is a musician, but he's just not making the sounds.
Yeah, because when I can we pull up those pictures of the studio?
Let's
please?
pull up pictures of the studios.
I took a couple of the pictures from. I mean, I was flabbergasted when I saw that. I was like, Danny is actually getting up to go look at that right now.
Yeah. So on the left there, that's the Neve board. In the middle, that's his the 2-inch tape machine. I'm forgetting the name of that.
Right.
He has several guitars that we can use.
Show that
the
other
drums,
one.
He has 2 or 3 different drum sets.
Look at that.
Yeah, there's your wall of sound equipment.
It's just like,
so he uses all of that. That's not for looks. That's real stuff. Yeah.
You know what I love though? He has the legendary island.
What do you mean?
The island is a dope.
Well, that board, if you go back, I don't know if you go back,
Oh,
that's
really?
a Neve board, and that's from 1970.
Really?
And what that means, you know, the competition that Dusk has is home recording, which is legitimate. You should do that. But when you listen to the drums compared to that board, you just can't do that at home.
Exactly.
What's
so crazy about it, right? Everybody's versing digital, man. But you look at that board, right? That board probably made a lot of top. Every time I see a board like that, I go, man, because like he said, you really can't put a price on the way that sound is.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You just can't.
It is a definite unique sound, very warm, very, very rock. Yeah.
Right. But I feel like, to be honest with you, I feel like that's what music is missing a lot now. Instead of having more of the digital kind of sound. I remember we were talking about the AI artists beforehand. I just can't. To me, that's how I feel like artists now honestly destroy themselves, because having an original, authentic sound like that coming out, how can you beat that? Like, I don't like anything that I would
recommend is that you go and do your own work, get your stuff down, and then you go into the studio, because you'll be ready to do it and you'll be able to bang it out pretty quick. And that's how you should do it. So
because absolutely,
it's like it's such the authenticity of everything that you do. You know, I'm trying to say, and comparing it to others that are so digitally created, and it may look.
Listen, honestly, it's no shade to the young guys, because that's how they learn. But I feel like being an artist when I was younger, man, that you wanted that type of thing, the type of sound. Like when you go into a studio, it's way different than what you're doing is you're playing around inside your bedroom. You know, so let's just be honest right there. Like a lot of hit records now are getting made from their bedrooms, but you know, I always like the old sound of going into the studio, always having that great feel. I remember we were working with Michael, and Michael had that huge boards and all that, and it felt like, you know what I mean? Like there's difference between independent, difference between rookies, and difference between majors. When you go into a certain studio like that, to me, that's like $1 million plus studio you can look at, and just probably the sound that comes out there is probably just amazing when it comes to it.
Well, the sound is amazing, and we didn't touch on the microphone collection that he has. And
here we go.
Yeah, the last song that my son did, his name is Spencer. It's rumored and probably true, Frank Sinatra sang through that same mic, because Dusk bought it at a studio in LA. So very likely it's the same mic that Frank Sinatra used. And I think, that's kind of cool. Now, Dusk would go to all details of his mics. I mean, he would talk for 15 minutes, and I play guitar. I just say
he's like, I'm not trying to hear that right now. I'm playing guitar, no vocals.
But
That's beautiful.
But having a mic, and they have the mic from Frank Sinatra, and I share his birthday, so it's like we're connected.
Ooh.
Just saying, December 12th, Frank Sinatra.
Ooh.
But
blue eyes.
What's December 12th?
December 12th, right? Because what?
What is that?
Yeah, that was the day I was born.
And that's the day he was born.
And that's his birthday.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I said December 12th.
Oh.
December 12th is Frank Sinatra's birthday. So let's just keep saying that so everybody knows that me and him share the same day. But no, but with that said, the authenticity is not just about everything that they're doing. It's just also like when I saw the pictures and I read the bio on everything, it was pretty interesting because I just keep saying it all the time, but it's just like I love when things are original.
Yeah.
When it comes to the music, the lyrics, the song, it's when it's original and it's just like a good type.
I feel like it means something more because that's their own style. I mean, like, let's be honest. I see probably thousands of people handing me all the time, letting me always hear their Spotify and coming, but it always sounds the same. It doesn't sound a lot of times like, you might get like 20 artists in a room and only have 2. That you go, whoa, this person.
Well, here's the challenge as a musician. The challenge is if you don't sound like somebody else, then they don't even listen to you. So what we're doing is I honestly don't care. I write a song and I want to make it as good as I can. I don't care if I please anybody. And we've always had that attitude. And, I don't know, I've got maybe 20 of my own songs, and the genres are radically different. I mean, we had saxophone on some, and some is, I'm more of a punk player, which is probably not surprising, but, we've kind of headed towards a surf sound because that's kind of a little more universal than some things. So we're kind of in that
like guitar
genre right now.
Like
surf sound. Is that like the Beach Boys or something?
Not necessarily.
Oh well, when you just said surfing, I was thinking surfing USA.
Why don't you? Because she's confused. Why don't you?
I'm always confused.
Leave me a little more about the sound. Like,
well, one of the things Dusk got was an ancient Conn organ, and it's got, I think, 150 tubes. Okay, do you remember what a tube is? I mean, we have tube amps. That's before the circuits that you used to have a power tube. So this Conn keyboard, it is the ultimate beach sounding keyboard. It's just so amazing. So last year we submitted a song to the media base, and it did really well. I think it was, I don't remember. I think it made it to 60 on media base. And so it had your Conn organ, Fender Precision bass, like Beach Boys, Strat guitar, very Beach Boys sounding. And it worked, and it was just a blast. I mean, it's so much fun to play and sing and all that stuff. So this year we did a similar song. We didn't use the Conn this time, but that's when we brought in David Paskowitz, because he's a surf legend. There's a whole story behind him. Oh, by the way, it's his birthday today, so you can say happy birthday to David.
Happy birthday to
you. Sorry. Happy birthday, David Paskowitz.
Yeah.
Birthday, David Paskowitz.
Yeah. So there you go. I mean, the song starts off with a Dick Dale, guitar riff and all that kind of stuff. So
one quick question, right? So you said you were number 60 on media base, correct? So that's the national chart.
Give or take 5 or 6. Yeah.
No, but that's the national charts for all the listeners listening.
Well, yeah, Spencer's first song made it to 39, which is pretty cool.
Let everybody know that, because I try to express to the young independent artists that watch us and then ask questions because they don't know really like what media base is. And then I have to explain them. Because I told everybody, I said, every artist that I have on here is a professional recording artist because you're a professional independent, a major independent.
Right.
That's how I look at it. Anybody that hits the media-based charts, even gets on the billboards and stuff, we will always call ourselves major independents.
Mm-hmm. True.
Okay.
Look at
thank
him.
you.
Okay.
Just a musician. Yeah, cool.
See, he is so
definitely a musician. You know how I know you're a musician? Because you see something, you go, all right, cool, let's rock on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's rock on. Like, I love that. No, but I love that. That's real artistry. That's a real artist. Like, I have friends that have platinum records, right? And I go, where's your platinum record? He goes, oh. He goes, yeah, I don't buy him and stuff like that. I'm like, why? He goes, let's just rock on, keep doing what we're doing. You're like, wow.
Yeah,
that's how you know that's a real artist.
That is Doug.
That's what I love about it. That's what I love about
Doug.
it. You're like, yeah, number 61, number 39. All right, you guys got to keep rocking on. Let's make more.
Yeah, but you know what it is too? Because he's always like playing. He's always like working in his head. Because when I was watching him, even before the show, and I'm like, he's already on again with, he's just strumming the guitar on IG, Winds of Change, right? I'm listening to it.
Yeah, no, we were watching it. I was like, that's real.
Okay.
And this is right before we were coming to the studio.
Yeah, we were watching it.
And I'm like, oh, there he goes. He's like, what's going on? I said, Doug's on the thing again.
Yeah.
He's playing.
Did it. I'm actually
so you kind of start acting about the process. And so all the songs that I write are written on an acoustic guitar. Okay. And so that song you saw, Winds of Change, you bang it out on the guitar. So then you get together with James, the drummer, and he picks out, a rhythm track. And that song was really interesting because it could be a very Irish acoustic song. And I always tend to try to push it a little rockier. And so if you listen to the recording, it's a rock song. And James was a little surprised because he was ready to come in with the Irish beat, whatever. But yeah, so it's really important. And David is like on the song. He's like, what is this? Jeez, this is just noise, right? Because I'm trying to pluck it out on like acoustic guitar. And then after 2 hours, you get it, and it's just it's so fun to see the song just balloon. So
what's so cool, man? Just seeing your like passion about it actually makes somebody like want to actually go around and really hear the music.
Yeah.
Can we hear something?
Okay, but this is his hinting for me to put the song on.
You know what it is? You know what it is? It's just that I just love the passion that you have.
He loves it.
And it's just dope. And I just want to really get to that record for everybody to hear.
All right. What are you gonna play?
We're gonna play Going Delray.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Let's
That's a fun
go.
song.
Let's take it on, baby.
Sweet, they keep pounding at the door with the reggae beat. Only takes a moment when you get the chance. See you by the Beaver, Ocean Avenue, where one day. Oh, you think you're pretty funny. Oh, you think you're pretty smart. But I'm feeling pretty lucky. Going Delray, FLA. Woo!
Put it in.
Okay. There you go. And we're back. Are we back?
About to be in 2 seconds.
Okay.
And we're back.
And we're back.
All right, look.
All right.
So there was people listening, right? And she looks at me and she goes, what do you think they sound like? So I'm watching people writing, they're writing, and they said sublime.
Sublime. Interesting.
I like it. Like, no,
Very
that's like that. I was like, yeah. I love it.
It's
love
like, forget the Beach Boys, okay? Like I said before. Okay, forget the Beach Boys. They give me a good feeling kind of ensemble, band, orchestra. I don't even know what to call you. I don't even want to call you a band. I
love it.
I want to call it, I don't know. It's just like you guys deserve a new word, okay? It is just
With Tasper?
I don't know. It's just something so different, and it's a really good feeling, like kind of sound, and it's so authentic. Is that you, Doug?
Yeah,
That's
getting
him,
calls
Doug.
right now from people like, yeah, look at this.
See, already people.
All right. So my thing is, right?
This phone's coming off the hook.
I love it. I really do. I love it. I love the sound. I love it.
Well,
Who's
you guys, that
video?
song was so fun to record. I mean, we just had a blast. It was just so fun, and to have it come out. We didn't know we were going to do a reggae beat when we walked in, and in 3 seconds, boom, it just happened. So that's the magic of the studio.
You know what I like about Doug? I know he's a real artist. I mean, a real musician, because I don't have to say nothing and you explain everything.
Yeah,
which I love, because it's like it's a difference between like a singer. Like when a singer comes in, it's like a singer like really got to prepare. Like a singer will give you a different outlook. When somebody that's crazy off like the certain like musician wise, they go, yeah, we go in there, we hear a little bit of something. Like you'll see the difference between musician and difference between a singer or a rapper or an artist. And that's what I love about it.
I want to know who took care of that video. That video was so cute.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. The video.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't know.
Oh,
but that's okay. We'll find out. No, because I thought that video was done perfectly with the lyrics on it and all the abstract pictures that were involved.
That was the fifth one I've done, the lyric video, and I was very pleased with this one, and we're actually making another one. We're starting tomorrow, so
wow,
for the next song.
You're starting tomorrow. Do you have the song already?
Oh yeah, the song's done. It's called "Summertime Girl," and it's the promoter said it was too rock, so we went with that one to promote. So I disagree, but I paid him the big bucks, so I'm going to go with what he said.
So it's called "Summertime Girl."
Yeah.
And
what's that?
Who wrote that song?
Oh, I write them all.
You write everything. So how did you come up with Delray?
Delray's phenomenal.
How do I come up with ideas?
Yeah. How did you come up with that one?
Well, all right. That one's an old song. I mean, my band back when I lived in Florida, we wrote that song. So.
Oh, okay. Is that where?
But yeah, when you write songs,
is that Cicada?
I can't tell what you said.
Oh, Cicada, is it? Cicada 3?
Oh, Cicada.
Cicada, yeah.
Sorry.
Cicada. No, that was the new Tarzans. We were an amazing band in Delray Beach, Florida. We were well hated.
I love it.
We rehearsed in the middle of town, and that created lots and lots of tension. So I never could understand, but that's okay.
What? How could you?
How did you create in the middle of town?
Yeah.
Like, how did you like?
What did you do?
What do you mean? Like, you went outside and started jamming?
We were in the house, but the walls are only a quarter-inch thick, and you could hear us. I mean, we were out of line. I mean, I don't deny it. So.
Hey, listen, rock on. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. So if you look at the song is called Bobby O'Brien. You can. I'm on Bandcamp. You can look up Bobby O'Brien. That was the guy that got us kicked out of Florida.
Got us kicked out of Florida. Let's look up Bobby. Good old Bobby Bryan. Thank you,
Bobby O'Brien.
Bobby O'Brien.
He actually did us a favor because then we moved to San Francisco, and there was some time in between, but we continued to play there for a couple of years as well. So I don't know.
That's crazy.
I can understand getting kicked out of a hotel, okay, or getting kicked out of a casino or something, but you got kicked out of a state.
We got kicked out of the state. Yeah. So if you listen to the words of Going Delray, if you listen to the words, it explains why we got kicked out of the state. So
my God.
100% true story.
That's the greatest thing I heard. Please give me a clap.
Oh my God, I can't. That is just.
I looked it up, and the 3 bars that they're still there: Boston's and the Sail Inn and the Banana Boat. They're still there. They're open.
I've actually heard of the Banana Boat in Florida.
It's a great place.
This is iconic right now. I'm loving this.
No, I mean, this is just too much.
That's how you know he really rocked on.
Yeah.
But I thought I was going to jail. I should have gone to jail. We're driving down the road, and the sheriff pulls us over, and we pull into the Banana Boat, and the sheriff goes, "Oh, you think you're pretty funny, huh?" And
oh my God.
Yeah. You think you're pretty smart, huh? Yeah. Well, I had 2 license plates on my car, and my friend just grabs one of them, rips it off, and we just ran into the bar, didn't look back. I was expecting a billy club on the back of the head. And we walk in, and there was a party going on, and I knew so we just joined in, and it all went well.
Oh my God.
That's a rocker, ladies and gentlemen. Please give him another round of applause.
You
Vinny.
could write a book.
Give him a round of applause, Vinny.
I want to read this book, dude. You have no idea. Oh my God. Imagine the traveling adventures with Mr. Doug White. Oh my God. From Delray to San Diego.
I got 2 or 3.
So when you came to San Diego, was it more welcoming?
Well, of course they didn't know him.
I actually had a job, where they paid you,
Oh my God. And so you get to San Diego, you hook up with all these gentlemen, these fine gentlemen, you create this band. But I mean, you know what? I think everything also fell into place the way it was supposed to, regardless of, being kicked out of Florida. I can't.
I'm loving this, man. Big shout out to you, kicked out of Florida.
I mean,
much love on that
Doug,
one.
you're killing me with this. I swear.
He's a rocker in heart. My God. Rolling Stone over here.
So I'm trying not to get kicked out of California.
Okay. Try, please.
No,
we like you there. So,
great.
Oh my God, that is insane. I can't get over it. You know what it is? You just flabbergasted. That's why. So I'm just my.
I think that's amazing.
So anyway, is any other juicy stories you got for us or no?
Juicy stories?
Yeah, you got.
No, I mean you can listen to the songs. All the songs are true stories.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's fun. Yeah.
Okay. That's.
I think Summertime Girl is going to be fun. I mean, my friend. So I met my wife. And I was living in a building where there's lots of people living in it. And so my friend met the girl that lived below. And so that's where Summertime Girl comes from. And then Motorboat. Yeah.
Motorboat. You know what? Don't go there. No.
Let's open up Pandora's box.
All right, I won't go. I'll let your imagination run with Motorboat.
I got the
so I haven't posted Motorboat yet.
No, we don't need to know about.
Yeah,
Motorboat.
You didn't break the engine, did you?
No, I was just in the boat. I didn't steer it. So
big shout out.
You know what? Don't even go there.
Listen, at the end of the day, shout out to him.
Yeah, Mr. Motorboat. Oh my God.
I love that actually. That's a great concept.
You're gonna love the song. The song is so cool, and I apologize. I meant to post it. I haven't posted it yet, so I'll get it posted tomorrow.
Okay, but anything else that you have, just send it our way because I want to hear more from you.
No, I definitely love the
I
music.
want to hear more stories, but maybe we can do this on the side, without cameras and stuff, and we can talk. I mean, I can just imagine the stories.
No, I love it. That's a great artist right there.
But you know what it is? Rockers like him, and I'm not trying to generalize, but rockers always have a story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? Their story time in their songs, they just have a different type of storyline, and it's always an interesting one from the roads, let's say from Florida to San Diego, things can happen.
Well, I'm actually very intrigued though. So the career, we're gonna get back to, that was actually good. I love that. But
okay,
the career now, right? When you went to San Diego, it started to really go off, right? Like a lot of things started to really come together after you left Florida.
Well, no, it's a long story. I mean, I got married and didn't have kids, and so there was a gap of 20 years, where I literally put the guitar down. I mean, I didn't touch it. So what's really cool about these songs, I mean, a lot of them are just memories of, stuff that, and of course you embellish it a little bit, but of things that happened 45 years ago. I mean, sharing my age, but
your youth, yeah, man. But it's pretty cool though. So what I really saw about that record that I liked a lot, man, is just it brought me into a different type of zone.
Yeah,
like it made me more calmer. But I feel like that record has a lot. You know what I mean? Yeah. A lot of information.
Oh yeah, but I gotta, I gotta rewind that record and keep playing it because there's a story in there that I didn't quite catch yet.
Yeah, and I don't expect you to catch it unless you're told to listen.
All right.
Because I tried to kind of slide the song so it didn't just, I want to hold your hand. It's a little deeper than that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We already know.
Yeah, especially.
So one of my favorite songs is On the Radio. Is a song that I wrote that I wanted to write 40 years ago, and I just kind of put it in the back of my head, and then with the Allstar band, I was able to pump it out, and that one actually performed live is really fun to play live on the radio.
Yeah, we're
what hold up, one second.
Oh,
what song is the one that you be playing live on played live on the radio, right? That's what you just said. Because it was hard for to hear. What song right now?
Go
ahead.
When we do play live on the radio is one of the most popular
on the radio
songs that we do.
It is on the radio, right? That's the name of the song.
Another one. Yeah, it's on the radio. It's a story about a guy that lost touch with his girl and decides to try to reach her by writing a song and sending it out on the radio. So
I like that. I like that concept.
I mean, I think a lot of guys think that.
Yeah, absolutely. When the guy loses, okay.
Here we go.
I had an album called Regenerated, right? She was breaking up with me. It was about to be over, the whole engagement, the whole thing, right? I made an album, so I understand that concept. I made a whole album for her, right? And the album went very good. A record called Let Her Know was on the radio out here, got on the newses out here, got on everything. So I understand when you say on the radio, because that's what basically I did to get my wife back.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he basically played that song so much that I was hearing it out of my, you know what? I mean, it was just playing all over the place. I mean, and it was.
Today we're not going.
Well, that's exciting.
Listen, with everything that we have gotten from Doug today, this is nothing.
Yeah, it's PG-13.
Okay. You guys have forgotten PG, okay? There is no PG with you and Doug. Okay.
No, but I definitely understand. Like, on a serious note, I definitely understand that concept, and I really do like that, actually.
Yeah, but can we ask Vinny? Is there any chance that we can get that or no? Has it downloaded? No. Okay. We were actually, because the file that we got from you was so big that
it's huge.
Yeah, it's a really big file, so we were hoping that it would like download by the time we did the show, but stop sending us big files.
That's a shame. So what that one is, that particular reel is, if I hope you get to share it, but at the dBu recorders, we did 2 different takes totally live. In other words, there was no overdubbing. It was boom, that was the song. And so I had on there Skeleton Ball and on the radio. Yeah, that one is the other one that's on the reels that I sent you.
I know.
That experience, it was called Back to 2-Track.
Okay.
Was the most exciting experience I've musically ever done. And if I recommend any musician super highly to try to do it. So you prepare, you get all your stuff down, you go in as a team, and that's the recording. There's no overdub, no anything. That's what you get. And so the two reels that I sent you, that's what that is.
Yeah, I know, because I actually got to watch it because I played it.
You got on the radio.
I got it. Yeah, I really liked on the radio. You have a good voice.
Okay, good.
Look at him. Okay.
Now, those good mics, those good mics really, I mean, there's lots of sauce on there.
You know, but okay, you know what? It is the mic, but at the same time, it is the person as well. Okay?
Well, you gotta sing.
You got the charisma. Okay, he's got that grit. Like,
no, but I'm saying though, you have to have a voice. I mean, the mic is good, but if you have a bad voice, the mic isn't gonna work right.
I said that just now. What I just said.
I understand, but listen, I'm DJing a lot of these shows, and these kids got the auto tune, and I have a button, right? This is how evil I am. I have a button, so the button just shuts it off.
Yeah, he loves doing that.
You have to go live. So when I do that,
so cruel.
I like messing with them. So they be going over there and be like, "Yeah, really sing." I said, "Okay, cool." Watching it, 1, 2, 3, shut the button.
Shut the button. He loves to
put the button back on.
He is so mean.
So
but anyway,
it's not mean. It's just real talent.
No, but all I'm just saying, I'm trying to remember. Like he had that, like, don't be insulted. Okay. He reminded me a little bit of Christopher Christopherson.
Okay.
Remember him?
Okay.
Okay.
I'll take that.
I knew you would.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I'll take that.
Because that's who you reminded me of.
Absolutely.
You know? And I'm not saying, like, I'm not trying to compare or anything like that, but every time we have somebody on the show, you know, sometimes they just kind of bring you back to a certain time, right? Or a certain person's song. And it's not because they remind you of that person. They just remind you of the way you felt with that particular individual.
Oh, absolutely.
You understand?
Okay. I really do.
And that's who he made me feel like. I felt like I was listening to Christopher Christopherson.
When he's playing the guitar.
Yeah, when he was playing the guitar and everything, he was really rocking it out and everything.
Yeah, no, I could definitely agree.
Doug is genuine, and that's why I say he reminded me of him. You know, and then we got Sublime.
I just it just had that melody, man, of what's that record? Everybody's gonna die laughing. But how'd you forget that record?
How'd you forget? Okay, well, you keep thinking about it. I'm gonna still talk to Doug. Okay.
Go ahead.
All right.
I remember it.
So, if anything, how many children do you have right now? How many children do you have?
I have 3 boys.
3 boys.
And my oldest was a very excellent trumpet player. Wow. But he decided to get a job and get married, which is a good choice.
Yeah.
So then my middle son is Spencer. Right. And he also is an awesome trumpet player. He played the trumpet on that song you played.
Right.
So, we have a great music school in our little town. Amazing. And then my youngest son is Griffin. And he's 32 years old, my youngest.
He's 32 years old. Yeah, but you know what? You haven't aged, Doug.
Oh, it's fun. You know, playing music is a great way to live. So,
And it keeps
gets
you
to
young,
enjoy that.
you know, it
And it
does,
keeps
because
me.
I believe it every day of my life, you know, because when I was listening to Going Delray, it really it didn't. I'm not saying I'm old too. I mean, I'm up there with you, babe. But I'm just like, when things take me back to a better time and a better place, you're doing the right thing. And it doesn't matter about the fame and the money and all that stuff. You're just genuinely, your soul is in music.
But you got to give it up to him, man. He's hitting the charts. Like that song that we just heard, it's on Media Base too, right, in the charts.
Yeah,
The
it
one
is.
we just played.
It's at 70. It's at 71 for the last 2 weeks.
Oh wow,
That's not bad.
Hopefully-
At all.
that's not bad at
That's
all.
not bad. At all.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's just,
What's this?
Some people just don't even get on there, man.
yeah,
There's a lot of people that I know that haven't even been on a Media Base.
yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool. I guess, you know, I think a lot of credit needs to go to my promoter. So,
Howie.
Can I share his name, or
Of course
Go.
you can.
do that?
Are you kidding
Right
me?
here, go.
Yeah, I think Howie's done a great job promoting. So, I think he
Howie,
has a lot to do with it.
let me tell you, I had a very chance meeting with Howie only several months ago. I think it was and it started in like October, November of last year. And we partnered up DNA Live with Howie Wood. And
Okay.
I have not looked back since.
Oh, good.
Amazing. It got his talented artists, amazing artists. And no, it definitely helped us level up.
Yeah, he leveled us up. And I mean, the artistry of the people that we are, the volume of talent that he has surrounding him is phenomenal. And we're
Look at
very
you, like
appreciative.
he's your one of the promoters for you, right?
Yeah.
Look at this, man. Like you're I love it because of the professionalism. Every time that he brings us somebody, it's a professional person. It's a person that's serious about their career and really tries to push themselves to the next level.
Yeah.
So there's nothing I can say. Like your music is phenomenal.
Yeah. I
you know?
enjoy it.
So I want you
Well-
just to know that your music is phenomenal. I want to keep hearing a little bit more of the backstories about some of this music. You know what I mean? Because I think it was cool. Listen, I know you're gonna be like, why would you say
Here
it?
we go again.
But I think it's cool. Not like cool, but I think I just like people that show artistry through their life, you know? That's something that I really do respect because again, nowadays you got carbon copies and everybody want to copy each other. What I really heard about your music that I like, this is your life.
Yeah.
You know, it's something that you lived through. This is something that you got out of. And plus, I got to give kudos to you too for getting banned in Florida. I don't know. Honestly, I think that's not saying that's ill, but I think just your music alone, right, with that story is so cool because it's real.
Yeah.
You know, and it has a great backstory.
Yeah.
That's why I'm very intrigued to hear more of your music
Yeah.
because of your backstory and because of this is not something that's just, you know, okay, we want to just be like somebody else and just live somebody else's life. No, I respect artists that the music comes from their soul, comes from their heart, and comes from their life experiences.
Oh, you should write a book. I mean, that was just fabulous.
Well, that's
Go
you
ahead.
got to give them up to the
I'm
people
just
that
saying, you
really
got to
do
give
that.
this guy props, you know.
Mhm.
But go ahead. I'm sorry. You going to ask another question, or should I? Go
Oh
on?
yeah, no. My question to you
Okay.
was right.
Mhm.
What was the hardest thing that you ever wrote about? The hardest experience, like you. didn't-
Okay.
not saying that
Well,
you want-
yeah. So being the age I am,
Go ahead.
when you reach my age, your parents pass. Okay. And so when I was with Dusk 3 years ago, that was what was going on. I was going through my mom and dad passing. And I'm not thinking of the name of the song right now, but on my album, there's a song, you know, for my dad, and there's a song for my mom, and there's a song for my brother because he was in hospice for cancer and he was supposed to pass. And I had started a song called Miracles Happen.
Ooh.
And I was with my brother and I'm singing this song. And then I got really ticked off at myself because I knew I was a hypocrite because here I was singing a song about miracles happen. And I just figured my brother was going to die in 3 days. And when I realized that, I got really mad at myself and I just dug into the song and just just played it for him for like 2 hours.
Oh wow.
My brother's still here. He miracle happened.
Happen.
Yeah,
Oh.
it happened. And
energy, man.
that was, and so then Dusk hasn't exactly had the easiest times either. His son, a year ago, right when we were recording these songs, it turned out he needed to get a heart transplant.
Oh,
I mean, think about that. So here's Dusk, and we banged out 3 of the best songs I've ever written while he's dealing with his son at Stanford getting a heart transplant.
oh wow.
Pretty amazing. That song you mentioned earlier, Winds of Change.
Winds of Change.
Okay, when I write songs, I try to be positive. Well, my dog was killed by a rattlesnake, and I really wanted to express my feelings. And so when you listen to Winds of Change, what that is that you got to deal with death and you got to move on. And so listen to the lyrics, and I felt really good about that. I made a positive experience out of a really tough situation.
I mean, I want to hear that record though that you did for your brother. Write that down.
I'm writing it down right now
because I want to listen to that. Because what I like though was you just said was you put all your energy into there, and the universe heard it to make the miracle.
Miracles happen.
Oh yeah, it was pure miracle. That one. What do you do? I mean, yeah, exactly.
Okay,
that's amazing.
I mean, I really appreciate everything about this guy. I mean, he came on the show and he offered us so much stories.
No, I love that. I love with the microphone.
I still can't get over the being kicked out of Florida. I mean,
it is what it is. It is what it is. When you're a rocker, that usually happens.
I just love you, Doug. Okay, that's all I want to say. I just love you, Doug. But everybody, I want everybody to check out dBu All-Star Band. That's small d, B big, BB, B, and then little U, All-Star Band on IG and everywhere. Check out Doug White. I mean, he is just phenomenal. But I'm telling you, dude, you should write a book.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I'll stick with songs.
I'm just saying, you know what it is? Because I think he just has that, that like the blues traveler. You remember him?
I mean, yeah, man, definitely.
He reminds me of the blues traveler, like the guy who wants to tell a story through his songs. But you know what? I'll write a book with you.
What about a book on tape?
An audio book. We can do an audio book, Doug.
All right. Well, I'll get right on it.
No, he's not. He's lying. Oh, he is such a sassy guy.
Go ahead.
No, I really appreciate you coming on the show.
Well, thank you
so much.
This is great.
This
is a great show.
I
Definitely got to do part 2.
Oh, we could do part 3 as well.
Yeah, he definitely got probably a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I'd love to. I got 2 or 3 songs coming up. We'll love to share it with you.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you again, son. I mean, thank
you. Thanks for having me.
I have never seen that.
I have never said that. I am so sorry. Okay. Thank you again, Doug. I meant to say, not son. Okay. Now I'm really showing my age. Again.
Wow.
Thank you again.
Well, thanks for having me. This has been a lot of fun.
And you're welcome. And also, again, let's give a big, 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 big happy birthday shout out to David Pasquitz. Okay.
Yeah.
With that said, good night, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Peace out, and we'll see you next week.
Peace out, ladies and gentlemen.